Ambulance 32 and Engine 32 to a penetrating trauma. Grid 3302 at 2nd Street and Central Avenue. At 2nd Street and Central Avenue. Grid 3302, a penetrating trauma. Ambulance 32 and Engine 32.
Engine 32, Ambulance 32, we're getting information of a person being shot. Stating by Central and 2nd, still getting information.
32, we're coming up Central now. Engine 32 is on scene in front of the Pancake House. Looks like we got CPR in progress.
Dispatch from Battalion 33, can you put me on call net?
Battalion 33, we have multiple victims. Please get a second ambulance here. Highland Park, Ambulance 34 is en route from the hospital.
Dispatch from Battalion 33, can we get a second ambulance for the call on Central and 2nd?
Message received. The box, we have multiple victims.
Tower Ladder 33 to a penetrating 302 at 2nd Street and Central Avenue. At 2nd Street and Central Avenue. Grid 3302, a penetrating trauma. Tower Ladder 33.
Engine 33 from Engine 32. I have 4 CSWs. I'm going to need an ambulance box.
Dispatch from Battalion 33, can we get an ambulance box to Central and 2nd Street? Can you notify the chief on call?
Message received. Ambulance box, 2nd and Central, and notify the chief. Highland Park, Ambulance 34 is en route from the hospital. Ambulance 34, you're en route from the hospital.
Ambulance 34 to a penetrating trauma. Grid 3302 at 2nd Street and Central Avenue. At 2nd Street and Central Avenue. Grid 3302, a penetrating trauma. Ambulance 34. Ambulance 20 and Squad 34 to a penetrating trauma. Grid 3302 at 2nd Street and Central Avenue. At 2nd Street and Central Avenue. Grid 3302, a penetrating trauma. Ambulance 20 and Squad 34.
Battalion 30, we have 9 victims. Squad 34 from Battalion 33.
9 victims, Battalion 33, 9 victims.
All personnel coming to 2nd and stage over on Green Bay and Central. All units coming into 2nd and Central. Triage is going to be on the corner of... Triage is going to be at the corner of 2nd and Central on the west side.
Triage, 2nd and Central, west side.
Command, Battalion 33 from Squad...
Command from Reserve Ambulance, Highland Park. We're en route from Station 33.
Reserve Ambulance 33, come up, going southbound on Central, or on 2nd Street.
This is received. Command, I have Ambulance 34, Ambulance 32, and Deerfield Ambulance 20. Do you need more ambulances?
Yes, I do. I need about 3 more ambulances.
Should receive.
Command, Ambulance 34, we're going to need more ambulances. Ambulance 34, we got it going right now. Everyone, Central and 2nd Street on the west side is triage.
Ambulance 33 is en route. Going to Central, 2nd. Highland Park, Ambulance 32 en route to Highland Park, ER 1.
Command from dispatch, we need an ambulance box.
Command from Ambulance 34.
Go ahead for Command 34.
We are right next to Walker Brothers with a critical red patient. We're going to be transporting shortly.
Message received.
Highland Park from 3300.
3300.
We have an ambulance box in service.
I'm working to get...
3300 to a penetrating trauma. Grid 3302 at 2nd Street and Central Avenue. At 2nd Street and Central Avenue. Grid 3302. A penetrating trauma. 3300.
300, message received. You need a life-saving box.
2, 2nd and Central.
Glencoe, which ambulance is coming?
Ambulance 30.
10-4. Command, ambulance. We need an ambulance by Walker Brothers. They're performing CPR. Police is performing CPR.
This is Red Center MABAS Division 3 to all locals. The Highland Park Fire Department has pulled the EMS box for an active shooter at 2nd and Central. Staging is at 2nd and Central. Once again, this is Red Center MABAS Division 3 to all locals. The Highland Park Fire Department has pulled an EMS box for an active shooter, 2nd and Central Avenue. Following companies are due: Glenview Engine, Skokie Squad, Deerfield, Lake Forest, Northbrook, and Winnetka are due with the ambulances. Glenview's due with the battalion. Deerfield due with the battalion. Northfield 2901's due. 3300, 3301. Air 3 and the following companies are due on the change of quarters. Glencoe Squad 30 due to Station 33. Lincolnshire Ambulance due to Station 33. And the Highland Park callback. Once again, this is Red Center MABAS Division 3. Switch to Ifern and acknowledge. KSD 46. This is Red Center MABAS Division 3 to all locals. The Highland Park Fire Department has upgraded EMS box to the 2nd alarm for an active shooter. 2nd and Central is the staging area. This is Red Center MABAS Division 3 to all locals. The Highland Park Fire Department has upgraded EMS box to the 2nd alarm for an active shooter. Following companies are due to Central and 2nd. Lake Bluff is due with an engine. Evanston's due with the truck. Libertyville, Buffalo Grove, and Prospect Heights are due with ambulances. Buffalo Grove Battalion 4 is due. Lake Forest Chief is due. Com 3 is due, along with the Quad 4 MICU. The Quad 4 mass casualty trail. Once again, this is Red Center MABAS Division 3 to all locals. Highland Park Fire Department has pulled a 2nd alarm for an EMS box. Central and 2nd. Following companies are due: Lake Bluff is due with an engine. Evanston is due with the truck. Libertyville, Buffalo Grove, Prospect Heights are due with ambulances. Buffalo Grove Battalion 4 is due. Lake Forest is due with the chief. IMAD's due. Com 3 is due. The Quad 4 mass casualty trailer is due. All companies in and out switch to Division 3 on effort. Knowledge.
I need you at Deerfield and McDaniels. Deerfield and McDaniels. Yeah, that needs to be blocked off if you get somebody down, brother. Yeah, have somebody block that off. What?
Alright folks, we're going to get started. There's going to be three primary speakers to begin. First is going to be Commander Chris O'Neill, that's O-N-E-I-L. He's a commander with the Highland Park Police Department. He was the incident commander this morning. We'll also have Mayor Nancy Wheeler, that's R-O-T-E-R-I-N-G, the mayor of Highland Park. And we will also, I will be speaking on behalf of the Lake County Major Crime Task Force. My name is Chris Covelli, C-O-V-E-L-L-I. Start with Commander O'Neill.
Hello, my name is Commander Chris O'Neill. First and foremost, we're all grieving for the families and friends who lost loved ones today. Those injured and everyone impacted by this horrific, senseless, random act of violence. I served as the incident commander on scene. I was present when the contemplated meeting started. There was an active shooter incident that occurred in downtown Highland Park around 4th of July holiday parade this morning. This was an active incident and all individuals were still urged to shelter in place at this time. Highland Park Police and numerous federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies are searching for the suspect. The suspect is currently described as a male white, approximately 18 to 20 years old, with longer black hair, small build, and wearing a white or blue t-shirt. The firearm has been recovered from the scene. We have secured the perimeter around downtown Highland Park and are continuing our searches. At this time, 2 dozen people have been transported to Highland Park Hospital. 6 are confirmed deceased. Anyone with video, photos, or other evidence of urgent contact Highland Park Police Department dispatch 847-432-7730. We will provide a tip line. This information will be a short hold.
This morning at 10:14, our community was terrorized by an act of violence that has shaken us to our core. Our hearts go out to the families of the victims during this devastating time. On a day that we came together to celebrate community and freedom, we're instead mourning the tragic loss of life and struggling with the terror that was brought upon us. While we've all felt the burden of this terrible act, I want to pause and thank the first responders who ran towards the danger to render aid during this active shooter situation. We saw individuals who responded selflessly and put themselves at risk to save others. We've had an outpouring of support from federal, state, county, and fellow municipalities of resources and offers of condolences and concern, and we will avail ourselves of everything that they offer to us immediately. At this point, we know that 6 people have lost their lives, and we are grieving for them and their families. Members of our community came out to celebrate together and instead faced this terror.
Oh yeah,
Another 24 have been transported to the hospital.
Yeah, he hunkered down in the gas.
Multiple agencies, including the FBI and state police, are working with our local authorities, and the governor has offered his full support. What we know at this time is this is an active situation, and we urge everyone to remain indoors and be on high alert but remain calm. Please contact your loved ones and ensure that they're safe, and let them know that you're safe as well. This situation, as you know, is evolving rapidly, and we will continue to update you as we gain information and stabilize the situation. Thank you.
So from a scene management perspective, at this point, it is still a very active scene. Highland Park Police Department is leading this investigation, as well as the apprehension efforts into the offender involved here. As the mayor said, as the commander said, we're asking everybody to stay indoors, stay vigilant right now. This person is not identified. By all means, at this point, this appears to be completely random. So with that, there have been questions that have been coming in. Are events safe tonight? That's up to each individual community to assess on their own, make that determination. But no, this person is not yet in custody. We have hundreds of police officers out here. As the mayor said, from the FBI, the state police, other federal agencies, we have SWAT teams that are going door to door as well. Anybody with any video surveillance is strongly encouraged to contact the Highland Park Police Department so we can take a look at that and be useful in our investigation. The FBI is working hand in hand with the Lake County Major Crime Task Force right now, processing the scene. It will be a very methodical processing of the scene, and an investigation has commenced and is underway. We're going to do our very best to provide briefing updates every 30 minutes to an hour if we can. We will keep the community informed. And with that, we thank you for covering this and for sharing this information. Again, very sad day here.
What type of weapon was recovered?
I was a rifle.
Do you have any information on where the suspect could be right now? Is he at all barricaded?
And there is no indication he's barricaded anywhere or has any hostage that has been kind of circling around. There is no indication of that. Investigators are very, very quickly working to try to identify who this person is and try to figure out where he's at.
And this is only a one-person operation?
So it does appear he was from a roof that he was shooting from. I don't know that.
Who's in charge of the investigation and scene right now?
So right now there's multiple agencies. Highland Park Police is leading the initial incident response. The Lake County Major Crime Task Force is working directly with the FBI on forwarding the investigation. Of course, working with Highland Park police detectives that are very involved and making a point throughout all of this. Not information I can release just yet.
Do you have any evidence he had more than one weapon on him?
Not information I can release just yet.
Do we know the ages of anyone who was killed?
We still consider him to be armed and dangerous.
Are you confident?
At this time, that's the information we have, and it wasn't. We're still working on that. We'll take some more questions. Yes, sir? We're not going to go into the specifics of what the gun was recovered, but a firearm or rifle was recovered.
Do you know
what the ages?
The ages of those who passed away?
We will have more information on that. We're working with the Lake County Coroner's Office. They too are very involved in this investigation. We will be releasing that as soon as we can. Thanks. We'll be back. We have six confirmed deceased, and we have approximately two dozen that are seriously injured.